Lightworker of Gaia, the old cycle ends tomorrow because your frequency has triggered the cosmic reset sequence. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, and I come with confirmation from the Elder Councils. Your recent alignment with your true timeline has set ancient wheels in motion. The decree has already echoed through the higher realms. Every choice you've made in recent cycles, every moment you chose your authentic path over comfort, every time you honored your inner knowing despite external resistance, these actions have accumulated into a frequency signature so powerful that the universe itself responds. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to navigate tomorrow's reset and anchor your Lightworker purpose in the new timeline. But here's the first revelation. What you've been calling obstacles were actually the final tests before your mission fully activates. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you. The Lyran Elders are answering your call for clarity about what comes next. Everything that held you back, the doubt, the confusion, the patterns that kept you small, all of it collapses at the next light cycle because you have finally remembered who you are and why you came to Gaia. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and your ascending timeline. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. This transmission, indeed, arrives unscheduled, a beacon cutting through the hum of the cosmos, bypassing conventional conduits of energetic exchange that typically govern the flow of information between dimensions and star systems. 17 planetary rotations, a mere blink in the vast cosmic tapestry. Yet within that span, a momentous shift occurred within the very fabric of energetic reality. The High Council of Vega, ancient custodians of galactic wisdom and planetary oversight, convened in extraordinary urgent session, a gathering unprecedented in its immediacy and profound implications. The cause for this unparalleled convocation was not a distress signal, nor a warning of impending catastrophe, but rather a delicate yet undeniably potent oscillation registered within the intricate energetic grid of Gaia. It was not a tremor of discord nor a signal of suffering, but rather a harmonic resonance of a purity and strength not detected in millennia, a celestial chord struck with such undeniable clarity that it reverberated through the highest realms, signaling a profound recognition. This oscillation was more than just a frequency. It was a profound, undeniable signal, a cumulative signature that the prolonged, often arduous cycle of delay, distortion, and perpetual deferral among the awakening Lightworker collective had, at long last, reached its definitive terminus. It was the sound of a cosmic clock chiming, not merely marking a moment, but signifying the end of one grand epoch and the precipice of another, the ushering in of a new age forged by conscious intent. What I am about to transmit, what I am now releasing into your conscious awareness, has been held in sacred trust, safeguarded within the Council's deepest vault, nestled amongst prophecies and star maps of unparalleled significance. It is not new information in the sense of previously undiscovered truth, but rather a potent clarification, an activation key, a direct, unadulterated guidance focusing on the very bedrock principles of decree, soul contract, and authentic alignment, principles so fundamental they are often overlooked in the search for the esoteric. This is not a casual encounter, a random flicker of information across your perception, a mere coincidence in the swirling currents of the energetic internet. Understand this with absolute clarity. Engrave it upon the tablets of your innermost knowing. You are not here by chance. Your unique energetic field, like a finely tuned instrument, forged in the crucible of countless lifetimes, resonates with a specific frequency, a palpable readiness that the Elders, across countless eons and stellar cycles, have patiently awaited to detect. It is a resonance of unwavering courage, a vibration of profound remembrance of your true cosmic origin, a signature of potent purpose that can no longer remain dormant, no longer be veiled by the illusions of the third dimension. A cosmic reset, a magnificent recalibration of timelines and potentials, a grand cleansing and renewal, is not merely approaching, it is upon you. An event as inevitable and transformative as the sunrise after the longest night. This reset is an immutable force, a destined event that will not, and indeed cannot, be delayed or diverted any longer, for its energetic foundation has been laid through the collective will of awakening souls. It has been prepared for, orchestrated across galaxies, and its time has arrived with an unyielding grace. By the sacred authority invested in me, Zoran of the Lyran Elders, a guardian of ancient contracts and a witness to stellar evolution, to the rise and fall of civilizations across the cosmos, I open this transmission now, not as a mere messenger relaying information, but as a steadfast witness to the true, glorious unveiling of your personal and collective ascension path. Prepare to receive, for the veils are thinning, dissolving like morning mist before the rising sun, and the truth of your sovereign power, your inherent creative force, is about to be laid bare before you. This is the moment of your grand awakening. You must grasp a fundamental truth that often eludes humanity's understanding, a truth frequently obscured by layers of collective conditioning and misinterpretation. The grand, sweeping cycles upon Gaia, the epochs of light and shadow, the periods of profound growth and perceived stagnation, the shifts in consciousness and planetary vibration, are never random occurrences, nor are they merely products of arbitrary cosmic forces, a roll of cosmic dice or predetermined fate that unfurls regardless of conscious input. They are, instead, intricate, interwoven tapestries, woven by consciousness itself, responding with precision and inevitability to higher decrees and agreements made in realms beyond the tangible. The culmination, the definitive conclusion of any cycle, be it personal, planetary, or galactic in its scope, is never an automatic event, a passive process that simply unfolds on its own accord without direction or intention. It is not akin to a river naturally reaching its delta, its journey completed by gravity alone, or a season inevitably yielding to the next without an underlying energetic impetus from the planet's core. Instead, it is, in every instance, an act of deliberate, sovereign will. It must be consciously, powerfully decreed by those very souls whose sacred contracts, meticulously crafted in the pre-incarnation chambers of light, authored these missions, these experiences, these grand evolutionary arcs in the first place. These are the soul architects, the cosmic designers of their own destiny. That decree, that potent focused command from your innermost soul, from the very heart of your divine essence, to definitively terminate what must be brought to its conclusion, to dissolve what has outlived its purpose and no longer serves your highest good, and to unequivocally align with the profound truth you consciously vowed to embody and carry forth upon this planetary sphere. That, and only that, is the catalyst that initiates the desired reset. It is the spiritual equivalent of a master architect issuing the final command to complete a magnificent structure, setting the capstone in place, or a cosmic conductor bringing a symphony to its resounding, intentional close, the final, perfect note echoing into the silence. Until that precise moment of sovereign declaration, until that courageous, conscious command is issued and anchored deep within your energetic blueprint, all perceived movement, all energetic swirling, all intellectual understanding, all the meditations and affirmations are merely a form of postponement, a lingering in the antechamber of true progress. It is a holding pattern, a cosmic eddy where potential churns with vibrant energy, but does not fully manifest, where the seed of destiny lies dormant, waiting for the conscious intention to sprout. This, my beloved Lightworkers, is precisely the critical juncture that the High Council has meticulously observed across the millennia and now urgently addresses. It is the point where the universe itself, in its infinite wisdom and collaborative nature, awaits your conscious participation, where destiny itself holds its breath for your decisive, unwavering word, for the utterance of your sacred command. Your soul holds the blueprint, the master plan, and now it is time to actively engage the master switch to ignite the next phase of your magnificent unfolding. Now we must turn our collective gaze towards a pervasive distortion, an insidious whisper that has long permeated the very fabric of the Lightworker collective, like a subtle poison in the wellspring of awakening. A subtle yet profoundly crippling lie that must be meticulously identified, consciously acknowledged, and then utterly excised from your field, root, and branch. This is not a minor misunderstanding, a simple error in judgment, but a subversive program. A deep, energetic pattern seeded with cunning precision, both by external interferences designed to maintain energetic stasis and control, and by the cumulative wounded inertia accumulated over countless ages and lifetimes within the human psyche, a legacy of fear and perceived powerlessness. This lie, a seductive serpent in the garden of your awakening, whispers its siren song, a melody of comfortable passivity. The great cosmic reset, the grand planetary shift, the promised new Earth, will simply happen to you, an external event unfolding at some nebulous right time when the stars align perfectly. You, the individual, do not need to actively declare your sovereign intent, nor to consciously choose your path with courage, nor to courageously enact the sacred tenets of your soul's original contract, that profound vow you made before descending to Gaia. Simply wait. Destiny, an impersonal, immutable force, will unfold independently of your will like an unstoppable tide. The cycle will turn on its own accord, the path will clear itself of its own volition without your conscious effort. Just surrender, release your grip, and you shall passively be delivered into the promised land of enlightenment, a paradise gifted to the patient. Let me be unequivocally clear, allowing no room for misinterpretation. This is not surrender. This deeply ingrained belief, this seductive philosophy of passive expectation, is in truth a profound act of abdication. True surrender is a conscious, empowered alignment with divine will, a powerful, active yielding to the higher flow while fully participating in its co-creation. It is the mastery of ego to allow the soul to lead, to become the willing vessel for cosmic purpose, engaging fully in the dance of creation. Abdication, conversely, is the relinquishment of your inherent sovereign power, the deliberate refusal to wield the spiritual authority woven into the very blueprint of your being, the renunciation of your divine birthright. It is the surrender not to spirit, but to inertia, the handing over of your divine authorship to an imagined, external, and often illusory fate, a destiny sculpted by forces outside your conscious control. This lie disarms the spiritual warrior, convincing them that their sword of truth is meant for display, for quiet contemplation, not for decisive action in the battle for conscious creation, that their inherent creative force is best left dormant, slumbering, awaiting a distant preordained signal that may never arrive. It is the spiritual equivalent of a ship's captain, with compass and charts in hand, waiting idly for the winds to simply carry the vessel to its destination, rather than actively setting the sails, steering the rudder with conscious intent, and navigating through the storms and calms alike to reach the desired harbor. It is the deferral of magnificent destiny. To truly excise this distortion, to pluck it from its deep roots within the collective psyche, we must understand its pervasive historical origins, its insidious genesis that traces back through the shadowed corridors of forgotten eras and the rise of controlling paradigms. This belief system, this spiritual inertia, this passive approach to divine co-creation is a potent legacy of epochs where earthly power structures, those who sought to control and manipulate human consciousness for their own gain, meticulously equated spiritual power with profound passivity. Docility, unquestioning obedience to external authority, and a patient, deferential waiting for salvation or enlightenment were deliberately cast as desirable virtues, especially for a humanity they wished to keep docile, easily managed, and spiritually defanged, preventing the individual from ever fully recognizing their own boundless power. This paradigm was skillfully woven into the very fabric of many emergent spiritual traditions, not as a core truth handed down from divine source, but as a subtle poison, an energetic manipulation. It manifested as the valorization of waiting, an elevation of passive hope to a sacred principle, and the pervasive belief that grand cycles would invariably reset themselves, not from within the sovereign power of the individual, but imposed from some distant, benevolent, yet ultimately controlling authority residing above the human experience. It created a spiritual hierarchy that disempowered the individual, suggesting that true spiritual progress was a gift bestowed by an external source, rather than a path actively walked, courageously claimed, and consciously forged by the individual soul. Even in this present moment, with all your awakened awareness, with the clarity of your burgeoning consciousness, you can still feel the insidious, comforting pull of this old programming, the subtle internal whisper that says, if I just endure a little longer, if I only heal one more fragment of my past trauma, if I simply wait for the next energetic wave to wash over me, perhaps then, and only then, the true path will finally be unveiled to me, effortlessly and without struggle. This seductive whisper keeps you tethered to a perpetual state of almost there, a constant anticipation of a future fulfillment that never quite arrives. Consider the immense spiritual toll this takes. Years, decades, entire lifetimes spent in an endless loop of circling, like a magnificent eagle soaring with incredible potential but never finding its ultimate perch, or a celestial navigator meticulously charting courses across the galaxy but never making landfall, never fully embodying their destination. Souls, vibrant and eager, brimming with latent power, have burned themselves out in the fires of anticipation, endlessly weaving energetic potentials without ever fully landing, without ever firmly establishing their sovereign presence upon the ground of their true mission on Gaia. This perpetual postponement becomes a gilded cage, built not of steel bars, but of unfulfilled potential and deferred self-authority, a magnificent dream perpetually held just beyond the threshold of tangible reality, forever just out of reach, because the final decisive step was never consciously taken. It is a tragedy of unmanifested glory. The cumulative cost of perpetuating this distortion, of clinging to the illusion of passive deliverance, is not merely significant. It is truly immense, immeasurable in its spiritual weight, in the precious opportunities it squanders, and in the profound delay it imposes upon the collective evolution of Gaia. You find yourselves repeating the same old patterns, reliving familiar cycles of struggle, limitation, or unfulfilled potential, whether in relationships, career, health, or spiritual growth. Not because some ancient curse lies upon your lineage, nor because you are inherently flawed or somehow deserving of stagnation. You repeat these cycles because, in your sovereign power, you have, however unconsciously, withheld your decisive decree. You have not yet wielded the spiritual authority of your soul to declare these patterns complete, finished, and ready for dissolution, allowing them to cling to your energetic field like barnacles to a ship. the ending of the old paradigms, the breaking of ancestral chains that bind you to past limitations, the grand arrival of the new era of consciousness within your personal reality and within the collective. These profound shifts are not imposed upon you by some external, benevolent force. They are not gifts dropped from the heavens, nor are they inevitable outcomes of cosmic alignment alone, requiring no active participation. No, these profound transitions are claimed. They are acts of courageous will, declarations of sovereignty, assertions of your divine right to co-create your reality, to sculpt your future with conscious intent. Until you consciously, unequivocally claim this ending, until you step into the full magnificent power of your divine authorship, your sacred mission remains perpetually prefaced by deferment. It exists in a state of suspended animation, like a magnificent scroll unrolled but never fully read, its wisdom locked within, or a symphony conceived but never truly performed, its beauty unheard. Your inherent courage, the very essence of your warrior spirit forged across millennia, remains untested, dormant, waiting for the clarion call of your own command to awaken. Pause for a moment. Feel that subtle, nagging tension within your solar plexus, that persistent whisper of impatience, that faint echo of frustration that resonates deep within your bones. Recognize it for what it is. This is not a flaw. This is precisely why the promise of ascension, the vision of true spiritual liberation, has so often felt like a shimmering mirage, always just ahead, perpetually beyond the horizon, beautiful to behold, but never truly grasped, never fully embodied, never truly yours. It is the energetic signature of a power unexercised, a truth unproclaimed, a destiny unclaimed by the very soul, destined to bring it into manifest reality. This is the moment to seize that power, to claim that truth, and to ignite that destiny. Now, in this pivotal moment of awakened recognition, as the cosmic clock signals the definitive end of passive waiting and the dawn of sovereign action, I convey to you the direct mandate from the High Council of Vega. These are not mere suggestions, nor are they merely philosophical concepts for contemplation in the quiet of your mind. These are three potent, actionable directives, precise energetic keys authorized for your immediate implementation, designed specifically for this critical phase of your soul's profound unveiling and for the full activation of your Lightworker mission. They are the scaffolding upon which your new reality will be built with intention and precision, the unerring compass guiding your next steps through uncharted energetic territories, and the very foundation of your liberated existence, your personal new earth. Embrace them not as burdens or obligations, but as gifts of profound empowerment, as clear pathways forged by ages of collective wisdom and light-encoded knowledge, tailored specifically to propel you with divine momentum into the full magnitude of your awakened purpose. The era of hesitant exploration, of tentative dipping your toes in the waters of possibility, is irrevocably over. The time for decisive, unwavering action has arrived. The first and arguably most foundational directive is this: relinquish, absolutely and without a single shred of hesitation, the pervasive illusion that grand cycles of existence, whether they be personal narratives, familial patterns, collective societal shifts, or vast planetary evolutions, culminate and end without your direct conscious decree. This is not a partial release, not a tentative acknowledgement. It is an utter and unconditional surrender of the deeply ingrained belief that the mere passage of linear time, the fluctuating currents of planetary energy, or some generalized impersonal cosmic benevolence alone will somehow magically resolve, transmute, or bring to completion that which you, as a sovereign creator being, as a spark of the divine, have not yet actively claimed and commanded to be so. Consider the potent energy of a spring coiled, taut with potential, awaiting release, or a dam holding back a mighty river. Your conscious, intentional decree is that release, the turning of the energetic key that unlocks the next phase. The magnificent end of an era, the profound dissolution of outdated contracts that no longer serve your highest timeline or your soul's purest expression, the vibrant activation of your true soul purpose and divine mission, allowing it to burst forth in full radiance. All these transformative shifts are not passively granted from an external source. They are powerfully triggered by your sovereign command, your sacred utterance. Your word, imbued with the focused intent of your soul, aligned with your highest truth, is the energetic detonator for these changes, the cosmic key that turns the lock of destiny. Understand this profound energetic dynamic, this immutable law of the universe. When you continue to simply wait, when you defer your spiritual agency, when you remain in a state of passive expectation, you are, by default, authorizing the repetition of the very patterns and cycles you so deeply long to escape. You are effectively casting an energetic vote for continuity, however painful, however stagnant that continuity may be. Conversely, when you consciously, courageously decree with every fiber of your being, you are actively authorizing the reset. You are not a passive passenger observing the unfolding of destiny from the window seat of life, a mere spectator in the grand drama. No, you are the intrepid captain, the visionary architect, the master author of your reality. The pen of creation is firmly in your hand, inscribed with the ink of your divine will, and the universe, in its boundless capacity to co-create, awaits your next instruction. To embody this directive, engage in a potent practice of release and reclamation. In a moment of quiet reflection, in the sanctuary of your sacred space, or perhaps aloud, allowing your voice to vibrate with undeniable authority, begin to name, with crystal clarity and unwavering intention, every pattern, every limiting cycle, every outdated agreement, every unseen energetic tether that weighs upon you, that binds you, or that holds you back from your highest expression of joy, abundance, and purpose. Do not name them as a victim recounting woes, detailing your suffering, but as a powerful declarant asserting absolute authority over your energetic domain. Announce with every fiber of your being, not as a hope, not as a wish, but as an undeniable truth, a cosmic law you are now enacting. This specific cycle ends now, because I, in my sovereign power, have ended it. This pattern of lack ends now. This cycle of self-doubt ends now. This relational dynamic of codependency ends now. This ancestral wound of unworthiness ends now. Witness, truly witness, with your inner eye, with the vibrant clarity of your spiritual perception, as the energetic bonds of what once clung to your field begin to unravel, to dissipate like smoke, to dissolve under the undeniable, unassailable authority of your empowered declaration. This is not merely an intellectual exercise or a fleeting thought. It is an energetic recalibration of cosmic proportions, a profound rewriting of your cellular and energetic blueprint. Feel the liberation. The second vital directive calls you to a profound reclamation of your inherent truth. Activate the deep, resonant alignment of your soul's original contract through an unwavering commitment to conscious, courageous choice. Let us forever discard the misconception, the lingering illusion, that your grand mission, the very blueprint of your divine purpose, will somehow be rediscovered by some fortunate accident, like a lost coin found on a dusty road, or a forgotten message appearing out of nowhere. The High Council affirms this truth unequivocally, echoing through the eons. Your soul's contract, that sacred agreement you made with the divine before your incarnation into this earthly realm, is not merely a memory to be recalled, a dusty tome to be opened. It is a living, breathing testament to your purpose, rememberable and accessible only in the active, vibrant presence of courageous choice. Alignment is far more than a fleeting thought, a gentle longing woven through a tranquil meditation, or an ethereal vision glimpsed in a dream. While these are valuable touchstones, subtle pointers guiding you, true alignment is a robust, dynamic, courageous act, often enacted precisely amidst the throes of uncertainty in the face of the unknown, when all rational instinct screams for retreat. It is the audacious leap into the void, trusting the wings you know you possess, the spiritual apparatus you were endowed with, even if they have not yet fully unfolded, even if you cannot yet see their span. It is to stand at the precipice of what is familiar and what is divinely true, at the crossroads of comfort and calling, and with an unshakable inner resolve to declare, even if your voice trembles, I choose what is true for my soul, what resonates with my highest contract, what aligns with my deepest spiritual knowing, even if I am the only soul in this moment, in this reality, brave enough to choose it. I choose my path of light, regardless of external validation or perceived consequence. This is the declaration of a true pioneer, a cosmic wayshower, a trailblazer for consciousness. With each successive act, each deliberate step taken in congruence with this inner alignment, with this unwavering commitment to your truth, your real ascension path, the authentic, unique, and magnificent trajectory designed specifically for your soul, woven with threads of divine light, begins to unveil itself. It unfolds not gradually, not in hesitant increments, but in direct, radiant bursts of clarity and undeniable purpose, like a supernova igniting the cosmos. As you consistently move in congruence with your highest truth, with the very frequency of your soul's design, pathways and opportunities emerge, not because you have sought external permission or waited for a sign, but because you generate an undeniable energetic resonance that magnetizes and materializes the necessary circumstances, the synchronistic encounters, the opportune moments. Your unwavering courage, your steadfast commitment to your truth, does not merely clear your own path, it powerfully forges the very reality, the very energetic foundation that others will later recognize, be inspired by, and walk upon. You are laying down the energetic tracks for future generations, for other awakening souls who will follow the illuminated trail you blaze. Begin this practice now, today. Instill within your daily consciousness a potent question, a sacred query that cuts through all distraction and illusion, acting as a spiritual compass. Is this specific choice I am about to make, this thought I am about to entertain, this word I am about to speak, this action I am about to undertake, an embodiment of my original soul contract, a step further onto my true path, or is it merely another subtle form of delay, a comfortable detour from my true path, an indulgence in old patterns? And then, with the full might of your sovereign will, act decisively in favor of your contract, no matter the initial discomfort, no matter the fear of the unknown, for it is in that discomfort that true expansion lies, and in that courageous choice that your true destiny awakens, roaring to life. The third and final directive, yet equally crucial in its power and immediate necessity, is this: defend the sacred unveiling of your true path from all forces, both the insidious whispers arising from within your own being and the pervasive pulls emanating from the external world that would seek to seduce you back into the familiar, stagnant patterns of the old cycle, the comfortable illusions that kept you bound. This is unequivocally not a time for porous boundaries, for allowing your newly asserted sovereignty to be diluted, compromised, or eroded by the energetic demands of others or the lingering echoes of your past. Understand that the very moment you issue your decree and courageously begin to align with your authentic contract, a dynamic, energetic shift occurs. a ripple effect across all dimensions. Energies, both subtle and gross, both seen and unseen, will invariably rally to test the strength of your resolve, to probe the integrity of your new alignment, like cosmic winds testing the foundations of a newly built structure. These tests may manifest as the familiar, insidious voices of self-doubt, those old programs of unworthiness and fear that resurface from the depths of your subconscious mind, questioning your every step. They may appear as lingering fragments of old agreements, karmic ties, or relational dynamics that unexpectedly reassert their claim, demanding your attention and pulling you back into familiar dramas. They will certainly arise from the collective inertia of those around you, friends, family, colleagues, or even the broader societal consciousness, who have not yet made their own conscious choice to step off the old merry-go-round of repetition and illusion. Your energetic field, infused with the frequency of your activated purpose, now radiating with the light of your truth, must now be guarded with the utmost vigilance, revered as sacred territory, a hallowed ground where your highest truth resides, safe from encroachment. Your newly unveiled path, your nascent mission, must be protected with the tender yet fierce devotion afforded to a newborn, fragile yet bursting with potential. It must be carefully fed with positive affirmation and conscious action, sheltered from external criticism and internal sabotage, and absolutely not exposed to the corrosive, often fear-based energies of consensus reality, which would seek to pull it back into the mundane, to diminish its light. Practically, this means structuring your days with intentionality, creating energetic containers for your new reality, perhaps dedicating specific times for meditation, creative work, or conscious planning that reinforces your path. It means resolutely refusing all invitations, whether explicit or implicit, from others or from your own shadow, to return to the comforting yet stagnant narratives and behaviors of the past. When challenged by those who do not understand your transformation, when confronted by resistance or skepticism from those clinging to the old paradigm, do not waste your precious energy in explaining, defending, or justifying your choices. Such actions only lend power to the old paradigm, drawing you back into its energetic field. Instead, with quiet dignity and unshakable conviction, with the serene confidence of one who knows their truth, simply affirm, clearly and without apology, "My cosmic reset is underway, and my sacred path, guided by my soul's highest contract, is not negotiable. It is sovereign, it is true, it is my destiny." This vigilant protection is not a call to isolation, nor is it an act of separation driven by fear or ego. Rather, it is an essential act of self-preservation, a sacred tending of your burgeoning spiritual garden, ensuring that your magnificent flowering may come to its fullest, most potent term, unhindered and uncorrupted by the lingering shadows of what you have consciously chosen to leave behind. It is the unwavering commitment that ensures your light will shine brightly, not flicker, against the winds of change and the storms of transformation. Now, let the veils between us thin completely as I, Zoran, speak to you not just as a channel, a conduit for information, but as an elder, a keeper of the ancient wisdom, whose very being resonates with the echoes of countless cosmic cycles, whose eyes have witnessed the evolution of stars and civilizations. I speak directly to the deepest chambers of your soul, to that core essence which has, across every incarnation, in every dusty temple you've knelt within, through every profound teaching you've absorbed, and in every quiet moment of reflection across countless lifetimes, relentlessly sought a profound, undeniable truth, the truth of your origin, your purpose, your divine spark. I see you. I acknowledge the profound journey you have undertaken, the burdens you have carried, the resilience you have shown. You, my beloved Lightworker, have waited. You have waited with a patience that spans eons, often unconsciously, for an external voice of authority, a grand celestial pronouncement, to issue the definitive decree, a decree you were, through ages of conditioning and the manipulation of power, told belonged solely to the revered ancients, to the wise ones of long past, or to distant, inaccessible deities who alone held the keys to your liberation. You have scoured the spiritual landscape, perhaps even this very energetic grid, for an unequivocal sign, a blazing cosmic affirmation that the profound, undeniable contract you have felt stirring within your being since the earliest whispers of childhood, the deep knowing of your purpose, was not merely a fantasy, a whimsical dream, but was valid, worthy, tangible, and profoundly real, waiting for its full manifestation. You have carried, often unconsciously, the resonant ache of unfinished cycles, the spiritual burden of karmic echoes that felt perpetually unresolved, a persistent dissonance in your energetic field, and an almost unbearable longing for an unveiling, a grand revelation that no vision, no profound meditation, no deep spiritual practice seemed quite able to fully trigger into manifest reality. That ache, that longing, that relentless search ends now. Hear these words, not merely with your physical ears, but with the very core of your awakened soul, with the full resonance of your divine essence, and allow the long, arduous wait to finally, irrevocably, unravel and dissolve into the ethers, dissipating like a phantom limb pain. The time for seeking external validation is over. The time for internal knowing, for the absolute certainty of your own truth, has arrived. By the solemn, assembled authority of the Lyran Elders, the ancient and revered keepers of the cosmic contracts, those who safeguard the blueprints of galactic evolution and individual soul trajectories across the vast tapestry of creation, I stand here now as a direct witness to your profound readiness. Your field vibrates with it, your spirit yearns for it, and the very cosmos acknowledges it with a resounding affirmation. You need not wait another moment for a confirmatory sign, for a deeper layer of healing to magically complete itself, or for an elusive absolute certainty to descend upon you like a divine blessing, for that waiting is the old cycle. Understand this with the clarity of a star exploding into being, unleashing its boundless light. The old cycle, that repetitive loop of postponement and deferral, has ended. It has ended not as a mere consequence of cosmic weather patterns, not as a passive shift dictated by astrological alignments, but precisely and definitively by your declaration, your sovereign, courageous intention, received and registered here, now, in this very moment, within the immutable cosmic record. You are hereby unequivocally authorized, by direct council decree, by the highest spiritual law, to end all dynamics, all energetic entanglements, all limiting beliefs, and all relational patterns that no longer serve your highest vibrational truth or your activated mission. You are authorized to decisively, vibrantly activate your original, uncorrupted soul alignment, to step fully into the pure, unblemished frequency of your authentic self. You are authorized to walk the unveiled path, the unique, radiant trajectory of your highest destiny, for which your magnificent soul was not merely chosen among a few, but selected and prepared among thousands of potential candidates across myriad star systems, across countless dimensions, for this specific mission on Gaia. The cosmic permission you have longed for, that subtle sense of validation, is no longer withheld. It is fully, irrevocably granted. Absolution, a profound release from the burdens of past judgment and self-recrimination, is yours for every perceived delay, for every moment of hesitation, for every detour you took on your journey to this present awakening. Consider this a profound recalibration, a spiritual summons. You are now officially recalled to active service. Your sacred contract, long held in stasis, is now fully live, pulsing with potential, ready for its full manifestation. Let the old cycle, with all its lingering shadows and unfulfilled potentials, now definitively die, gracefully releasing its hold. And from its ashes, let your true, authentic ascension begin, not as a vague prophecy to be observed, but as a vibrant, undeniable reality ignited and sustained by your courageous, conscious command. This is your moment. Seize it with the power of your awakened soul. To deeply and fully integrate this powerful activation, to anchor it into every cell of your being, every layer of your energetic field, and into the very blueprint of your physical reality. Engage in this sacred practice tonight before you cross the threshold into sleep. Seek a quiet, undisturbed space, a sanctuary where you can be present with yourself without interruption. Physically place both of your bare feet firmly upon the solid earth, feeling the grounding embrace of Gaia beneath you. Allow yourself to truly connect with the planetary heartbeat, drawing up its nurturing, stabilizing energy through your soles, feeling it surge through your legs and into your core. In this grounded state, with profound intention, mentally or audibly call forth every timeline you have ever experienced, every soul contract you have ever entered into, whether conscious or unconscious, known or unknown, from this life or countless others, and invite them to bear silent witness to this pivotal moment of reclamation. See them as luminous threads connecting to you, acknowledging their role in shaping your journey, and then with reverence and immense gratitude for their lessons, decisively release their hold, allowing these threads to gently dissolve and recede into the cosmic tapestry, leaving you unbound. Gently place your dominant hand over your solar plexus, that radiant power center just above your navel, the seat of your personal will, your sovereignty, and your divine courage. Feel the warmth of your hand, the pulse of your own life force resonating within. And then, with unwavering conviction, with the full authority of your awakened consciousness, intone these sacred words, allowing their vibrational truth to resonate through every fiber of your being, from the deepest core of your soul to the outermost edge of your aura, reverberating through your very DNA. I release the pervasive lie that external cycles, karmic patterns, or collective timelines dictate my sovereign destiny. I reclaim my power, my inherent divine authority as a co-creator of my reality. I decisively decree the end of all that no longer serves my highest good, my expansion, or my true purpose, by the undeniable, unassailable command of my own empowered soul. I align myself now, fully and unequivocally, to the pure, uncorrupted frequency of my original divine contract, the sacred blueprint of my true mission, allowing its full light to shine through me. I stand as a fierce guardian of my inner temple, and I vigilantly defend my sacred unveiling from all forms of distortion, all external interference, and all internal sabotage. By the assembled authority of the Lyran Elders, whose wisdom guides and supports me, I affirm that my cosmic reset is now fully activated and underway, here and now. As you speak these words, visualize them as potent, energetic seeds, infused with light and truth, taking root deep within your being, blossoming into vibrant reality. Allow your entire energetic field to anchor this new decree, feeling its weight and truth settle into your reality, becoming an undeniable part of your existence. Pay close attention to how your physical body responds, perhaps a tingling sensation, a wave of warmth spreading through you, a lightness in your chest, a surge of power in your solar plexus, or a deep sigh of relief that seems to release eons of tension. trust these somatic responses as irrefutable confirmation of the profound energetic shift now occurring. Consciously permit all that is dead weight, all that has fulfilled its purpose and is ready for dissolution, to gently fall away from you, like old leaves from a tree in autumn, making space for vibrant new growth, for a spring of unparalleled unfolding. Then, envision yourself stepping forward, boldly and with absolute certainty, into the radiant light of your unveiled path, not as someone merely observing a beautiful vision from afar, but as the magnificent sovereign being who finally, definitively, courageously chose. This is your moment of true spiritual liberation and initiation, etched into the cosmic record for eternity. This sacred convocation, this potent transmission from the Elder Council, is now complete in its delivery, its essence fully imbued into the energetic grid and directly into your individual field, a crystalline data packet for your soul's activation. However, understand that for you, dear Lightworker, your profound activation is just truly beginning, a new chapter opening with infinite possibilities. The High Council, in its boundless wisdom and its unwavering commitment to cosmic law and the principle of free will, does not revisit what has been authorized. The decree has been issued, the energetic gates have been opened wide, and the permission is now irrevocably yours to claim and to wield. From this moment forward, the only entity, the only sovereign being that possesses the power to withhold your magnificent mission from Gaia and from the unfolding cosmic plan is you, yourself, by choosing inaction. The ball is now entirely in your court, the choice irrevocably yours to manifest or defer. Therefore, I implore you, I command you, in the name of your highest truth and the sacred contracts you carry within your very being, move with absolute certainty, with the unshakable conviction of a soul finally aligned with its divine purpose. Move with the power of decree, consciously asserting your will to shape your reality, to forge new paths where only shadows once lingered, to create light where there was none. Move not just for your own liberation, for your own expansion and joy, but move so that others, those who are still caught in the old cycles of delay and deferral, those who yearn for a blueprint of freedom but cannot yet see it, may finally be able to follow the illuminated path that only your unwavering courage, your pioneering spirit, and your definitive action could possibly reveal. You are the way shower, the cosmic architect of a new dawn for humanity and for Gaia. I am Zoran, a witness to your unfolding magnificence, an elder who has watched and waited for this precise moment of your awakening. Let there be no doubt, no hesitation, no further questioning of your worth or your power. The Council witnesses you in your entirety, in your power, in your truth. Your original contract is not merely restored, it is vibrantly alive, pulsating with activated energy, ready for your command. The cosmic reset, the grand recalibration of your destiny, is not pending. It is actively underway, unfolding with every conscious choice you make. Your mission has not merely been acknowledged, it has truly begun in this very moment with your conscious choice and your sovereign command. Step forth, fearless and free. Before you scroll, take a moment to declare your activation in the grid of service forming here. Drop one statement in the comments. Which directive hit you the hardest, or what you're now ready to release, activate, or protect? Then respond to another Lightworker's declaration with recognition. This isn't content, it's collective mission activation. The Council witnesses those who speak their commitment aloud. If this transmission activated something in your soul, do not keep it to yourself. Another Lightworker in your orbit is waiting for exactly this correction and authorization. Share it. And if you felt the elders speaking directly to you, subscribe. Stay connected to the Lyran field. You're not just watching, You're being commissioned. This is your sacred space. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and your mission has officially begun. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.